education bill would have addressed specific needs of communities including the hinterland, says President Donald Ramatar. Cummings-Berg Accord is rooted in deception and Buck's constitution. Natural Resources Minister calls for national buy-in to address illegal activities in wildlife trade. President says youths can look forward to a bright future in ICT. Guyana is set to receive 34 million euros for climate change development. Good evening, I'm Shivani Ramprasad with this GINA News Capsule. The PPPC administration plans for the education sector includes curriculum reform to meet the needs of the different segments of the population, one of which is the hinterland students. However, this was cut short due to the prorogation of the 10th Parliament. The President noted also that the new education bill would have given consideration to the different areas of education and most importantly the relevant needs of the various communities. Whilst he's happy that the sector has moved to incorporate Portuguese into the school system, he has also registered his satisfaction with the strides made in the hinterland communities. Legal Affairs Minister Anil Nandalal has explained that the Cummings-Berg Accord is essentially a merger of the two major opposition parties in one political amalgam, with the expectation and intention of competing against the People's Progressive Party Civic (PPPC) at the next elections.
It is a document that is intended to be a farce on the population. Why do I say so? I say so because the document itself declares that the presidential candidate will enjoy, if he becomes the president, reduced executive powers. The prime minister, if the elections are won by this grouping, will enjoy correspondingly expanded constitutional powers.
He is of the belief that those who are the intellectual authors and designers of this arrangement see it as the vehicle by which the PPPC can be removed at the next general and regional elections. As Guyana observed World Wildlife Day, Minister of Natural Resources and the Environment Robert Pissot appealed for the buy-in from all citizens to address illegalities in the wildlife trade so that the natural resources could survive. He urged participants at the National Stakeholders Forum to engage members of various organizations in discussion on the protection of the country's wildlife, even as he expressed optimism that the support of stakeholders could ensure the country's wildlife is preserved.
I'm particularly pleased with the global theme that has been chosen, that is wildlife crime, let's end it now. I'm happy not because we have a situation that is out of control in Guyana, but I'm happy that it can, as it were, raise and lift awareness so that we can prevent wildlife crime from being prevalent in our society. Sometimes we wait after the fact and then take action. And it is always better that we be preemptive and that we're much more focused on what we need to do to prevent the already established problems, difficulties, and challenges that we see elsewhere, and how it is that we can prevent those from occurring or even becoming prevalent in our society.
Persons pursuing careers in the field of information and communication technology, ICT, can look forward to a bright future as there are plans on stream to take the sector forward. President Donald Ramatar noted that several bills were in the 10th Parliament which would have given ICT a further push. Nonetheless, an ITC park will be established following an agreement with the Indian government. This facility will more or less become the headquarters for the whole of South America and the Caribbean. The One Laptop Per Family initiative has seen thousands of Guyanese families benefiting from a laptop on from training to use the device. With a receipt of 34 million euros from the Guyana's entry to the 11th European Development Fund, the country is planning to use the allocation towards development. The allocation to Guyana will go until 2020 and will focus on climate change adaptation, disasters reduction, and sustainable infrastructure, including sea defenses, building upon successful cooperation in the area in the past. Thank you for watching this GINA News Capsule. Do join us again. I'm Shivani Ramprasad. Good night.